After Joji and other movies, I have witnessed that Fahadh Faasil always takes movie that has a little resemblance with Francis Ford Coppola movies or that kind of script. And here as well, no need to compare it, but overall they wanted to show, because he is not the protagonist is the journey itself. What a beautiful day to begin with. Thank you so much for being with us, and today I am going to review recently released on Amazon Prime, Malik. Recently I was watching on Netflix How to Be a Tyrant. In this they have shown that how the nations really love to be dominated or love to be ruled by someone to dictate them, and someone to be called their leader. And what are the qualities they really need to have, and how an ordinary person become a leader. That happened with Ali Akka, as also known as Ahammadali Sulaiman, not being loved by her mother because his father died when he was a child, and he reincarnated himself because he was already in the grave. But he is a mischievous guy because he had his family mother, who Jamila, who is a teacher, and he himself, they went to this village Ramadapally, and there he locked the priest who beat his friend, and he also saw piles of garbage around the mosque, and he put that in the sack and returned to the owners, and thus he was put behind the bars, and he was beaten by the cops there. He lost his fear, and thus he emerged as a leader. In Ramadapally, he got friends, David and his sister. They were very closer to each other. It was not him, but Rosalind was the one who took a stand for the rights of the people, and thus he was the one who was a torchbearer. He was introduced to this smuggling business, and thus he wanted to grab the pie from someone's plate, and that could definitely annoy someone. And once it happened, it will burn Ramadapally, and he was the one blamed for what happened, because many people lost their love. Though at the beginning they have talked that this movie is all about fiction, but in 2009 in Pali there was communal riots that happened, and there were all 6 people who died, and now they wanted to change the timeline, so they just made it 2004, and they place similar things or maybe some additional, because due to artistic liberties they could do whatever they want. And there was also Tada, but once you see the repealing dates and all this, they didn't relate. But it's a fictional, we can just ignore this as well. Though there are movies those who are shrinking now, but the beauty is in South movies is they wanted to show you the background, what happened, and definitely it will glue to the screen. And for these 2 hours and 40 minutes, you really wanted to find out what the detail is all about and how the story will gradually move further. So now the incident happened in Ramadapally. He went to the guy, finished him, and thus the new sheriff in the town came, and he was behind him. He was very good at the beginning because he just helped Ali cleaning all the mess, all the garbage from the mosque, helped them to build a school, and at the same day all these incidents happened. Fled from the place, now he is in another town with David, Rosalind and Ali. So Rosalind fell for him, and she got married with him. They didn't want to scandalize this situation, and they don't want to create the controversy. Ali at that time also said it, that I am not forcing you to do that, but it was just your choice, whatever you feel comfortable with it, okay. But now there were cops who have been coming in Ramadapally to find out what and how they can detain this guy. Divide and rule, and there were new pawns and pieces as the political mind games and all the tactics have been played in Ramadapally. Will the David fall for their trap, and what will happen with David and Ali? It's not also between their friendship, but at the beginning of the movie you could see that he was he has grown old, and cops are outside, and they are supposed to send him to the jail, but instead he was going on a pilgrimage. Thus he was sent in the court, and who testify against him is his mother. Since every time he is escaping from the hands of justice, they set a plot. They wanted to kill him, in the jail, and they hired a person. Who is that person? Why they hired him? Who he is, and what relationship he has with. Overall, the acting is superb, and the negative thing that I don't like is that the female actress, she was not given a best role, because once they shown her old, she really developed her character, and we really feel a little bit more should be added in her script. But overall, somewhere they don't wanted to let that character added the lead actor, and other supporting actors, they also done their level best also, and it is good. All this is in the movie, 2 hours 40 minutes, best to watch it. And overall, it is good to see there are plenty of things that they have shown, and I really like their plot, and hopefully if there are other movies also, we'll see what happens. So thank you so much for bearing me, and have a great weekend. Take care of your loved ones and stay safe. Bye bye.